Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremayne, and today I'm going to give you a General Hospital daily recap for Tuesday, November the 10th. But if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Please hit that like button, because every time you hit that like button, as YouTube knows, a good channel to send folks our way. If you're currently a member, there is a General Hospital video on the members community tab, so check that out. But if you want to become a member, hit the join button where you'll see a video that tells you all the great perks for being a member. And so we're going to get into this General Hospital daily recap for Tuesday, November the 10th. Anna's getting her Emmy reel together, discussing killing her sister and possibly losing Finn. I don't know what happened to Finola Hughes, but around the time she first came back to the show that she seemed like she was going to stay away from, and we lost Hayden. She seemed like she didn't really care, but these last few episodes, it's like a different actress. This is the Finola Hughes I fell in love with and really loved on both All My Children and General Hospital, and projects she had outside of soaps. So I was happy to see that Anna really looks serious about everything. And then when Robert was trying to get dirt on Peter while she's mourning her sister and potentially Finn, I love the way she just kind of put him in his place and was like, really? This is what we're doing right now? And General Hospital and Young and Restless have been mirroring each other. I don't know if they're peeking each other's writing room, but General Hospital have the superior scenes with the superior actors. On Young and Restless for the Wednesday episode, Abby tells Billy basically the same exact thing. Chance is dying, and you're trying to get a story about Adam. And that's the same thing. Finn is dying, and Peter and Robert's trying to get a story on Peter. But the emotion and the tears and the heartfelt, I'm like, the actress that plays Abby was not giving me that energy that Finola was bringing to the scene. So yeah, compare those scenes and tell me which actress actually made you feel something. So we also had when Cyrus threatens Lulu, Dante steps in. So Lulu's stupid. She does not appreciate Dante. And the show doesn't care about Dustin. When's the last time she had a scene with Dustin? When's the last time we seen them go on a date or do anything? I mean, Dustin was a fill-in for Dante. Dante's back. So now they don't even pretend like Dustin matters. So Willow comes to comfort Chase when she hears about Finn. This was a very interesting scene. It actually reminded me that Chase and Willow are a very good couple. They're a believable couple, and I really feel like when they're in scenes together, they care about each other. When she's in scenes with Chad, who plays Michael, do you see that fire in chemistry? Because I don't. I'm still waiting for him to have fire in chemistry with any woman on the show. He's not as bad as Zendaya on Bold and Beautiful, but still. Epiphany crying for Finn was a surprise. The fact that they've given Epiphany so many scenes after all those years she's been on General Hospital, we always knew that Epiphany was a good actress. We knew she was underused. We knew she had this off-camera relationship with Milo, but they're actually giving her stuff to do. She's had more to do now than she's had to do her entire run on the show. She's actually had more scenes. She's hanging out with nurses and whatnot. When's the last... Did you expect that scene with Epiphany and Terry and Elizabeth? It was a shock, but it was also welcome because a lot of soaps don't have those moments anymore. Lulu doesn't really hang out with Maxie the way she used to. Elizabeth don't have friends, but now we see she has friends. So, it's nice to also include those scenes where people are just chilling, talking about life and, what's going on, or even what's not going on, or just showing them having a good time at karaoke. So I appreciate these scenes because as much as we need drama, we need levity too. But the levity can't outweigh the drama because then it gets boring. So we also have Epiphany. Okay, Willow tells Chase about the annulment and the adoption. I was like, wait, what? She finally got the words out that her and Michael are getting their marriage annulled. But he doesn't have time to react because, of course, Finn wants to see him. So he has no time to process. He's been pushing, Willow to be with Michael so that she can have Wiley. And now it's like, oh, we're getting annulled. And I really wish I could have gotten a bigger reaction from Chase, because that should have been the WTF moment for him. I've given you up, and I didn't really have to. So I really wish that they went a little deeper with that, because like I said, they have chemistry. They're the real couple. I know there's some people that want Willow with Michael, but no, Michael actually is better with Sasha. Sasha is probably the best pairing he's ever had on the show. She really balances him out because she's a little bit like Carly. We had Olivia come to check on Robert, so they remembered Olivia's on the show. So after her having all those scenes with the casino and whatnot, and she had a few scenes with Ned, and then she kind of disappeared a little bit. So I'm glad they remembered she's still a part of the cast, because this show has a tendency to forget Olivia's in the cast, except occasionally they remember she's psychic. Occasionally. But she talked to Robert. Robert got some advice from her, and it was okay. I still don't see them as a couple, but it is what it is. I see them as friends, not a couple. Lulu is in her feelings about Dante and is ungrateful about his help. So he steps in to protect Lulu, let Cyrus know that if you hurt Lulu, you're going to have to go through me. And then Cyrus is like, oh yeah, so you're Sonny Corinthos' son, and you have a child with the mayor's daughter. Maybe everybody should know about Sonny's connections to the mayor. And so when Cyrus leaves, we have Lulu just telling Dante how much she doesn't need him and how much she doesn't want him and how he left her. She seems to forget he had PTSD and he went for treatment to get help. He did not leave her. He didn't cheat on her again. He had his reasons because he didn't want to murder her by accident. He was having dreams about shooting her. So yeah, Lulu's ungrateful, and maybe she should have a little more empathy that, he comes home. She don't know he's on a mission, but he comes home and, Lulu is with another man. That's understandable. But her attitude towards him is not, which is something Maxie points out to her in the episode, that you may not need him, but maybe he needs you. Ned tells Alexis that he did not know she was drinking when they had sex. Despite the fact, now, you guys remember the scene, did they not both have serious hangovers the next morning? You have a hangover because you were drinking. So how could he say he didn't know Alexis was drinking when they both had hangovers in the morning? I think the writers had a brain fart and forgot that she had a hangover along with him that morning. So, and plus he saw her drinking at the bar. If I remember correctly, you can correct me in the comments, but I think Alexa was at the bar. She wasn't even pretending, trying to hide that she was drinking. Willow tells Epiphany that she's going to be a nurse. She says, she's not looking for any shortcuts, but we know once a character says something declaratively, like, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be a nurse, it's like 2 weeks later, oh, I've been through the program. I'm a nurse now. So I figure at least by December or January, she'll be a actual nurse. I'm surprised that she didn't say, I've been taking classes, but I hadn't really told anyone. You know, they also do that too. To try to say, oh, yeah, they're almost through school. And now they're a doctor, even though it takes like 10 years. So, Willow's going to be a nurse. Jordan and Curtis find a clue that Cyrus loves someone that he's been keeping hidden. In the end, someone arrives at the house, and it turns out to be Laura. So, they found sort of like a love letter in the fireplace that was burned. They don't know who the love letter was to. I mean, as far as we know, it could be Cassandra. Having gotten blown up on that bike. I mean, she was associated with the business, so it wouldn't be out of reach for Cassandra to either be related to him or somebody he was in love with, or it could be another surprise character that we're not expecting. So that was the episode. I'm assuming that Laura showed up at the house because she's been investigating Cyrus all this time, and her leads led to the house too. So thank you for watching. I'm Phoenix Tremayne, and I will catch you in the next video.